Ladies, have you noticed that some makeup tricks only highlight the fine lines we want to hide? I'll show you exactly how I fixed that, step by step. And at the end, I'll reveal a little-known product that has become my go-to solution. It's a game changer, but you'll have to wait to find out why. The first and most important step is prepping your skin with a solid skincare routine. This is honestly the most important part of makeup for mature skin. I always say, your makeup is only as good as your skincare. Before anything else, I apply a lightweight moisturizer with hyaluronic acid. It's like giving your skin a big glass of water. It makes everything look smoother. Don't forget to use a primer. This step often gets skipped, but it's key to creating a smooth canvas for your makeup. The right primer can blur fine lines and even out your skin's texture. Look for silicone-based formulas. They're amazing for filling in creases and minimizing the appearance of pores. I always apply it to areas where lines are more pronounced, like around the mouth and eyes, using a patting motion for the best results. Not all primers are created equal, though, so pay attention to your skin's needs. If your skin tends to get dry in the winter, choose a hydrating primer with ingredients like glycerin. For oily areas, a mattifying primer can work wonders, but no matter what type you choose, remember to give it a minute to set before applying foundation. It creates that perfect barrier, preventing makeup from settling into lines. Honestly, when I started using primer consistently, I noticed my makeup lasted longer and looked so much smoother. Now, here's a tip I learned the hard way. Don't overuse primer. Less is definitely more with this product. A pea-sized amount is usually all you need, and applying too much can actually make your makeup slide around. I like to concentrate mine in problem areas and skip the parts of my face that don't need it, like the outer cheeks. If you're strategic about it, primer can be your best ally in keeping your skin looking smooth and fresh all day long. I've linked a few of my favorite primers in the description box below. If you're on the hunt for one, definitely check them out. They're my absolute lifesavers. Now, foundation can be tricky, especially when it comes to fine lines, but the right formula and technique can make all the difference. I always go for lightweight, hydrating foundations that provide buildable coverage. This ensures I'm evening out my skin tone without emphasizing texture. One trick I swear by is using a damp makeup sponge to apply foundation. It presses the product into the skin rather than letting it sit on top. It's like giving your makeup a natural finish while avoiding that cakey look we all dread. Another important tip is to think about the direction you blend. Always blend upwards. This not only prevents dragging the skin, but also creates a subtle lifting effect. I also avoid applying foundation directly under my eyes. I leave that area for the concealer to handle. By keeping layers thin and targeted, you'll prevent that heavy, mask-like effect. Remember, foundation should look like a second skin, not a layer of paint. Let's not forget about choosing the right shade. Matching your foundation to your undertone is crucial, especially as our skin changes over time. If you're unsure, swatch a few shades on your jawline and see how they blend. I also recommend using natural light to check. It's the best way to ensure you're not choosing something too light or too dark. A perfectly matched foundation can give you that fresh, even base that sets the stage for the rest of your look. Concealer is next, and here's where restraint is key. It's tempting to pile it on, but too much can accentuate fine lines rather than hide them. Choose a creamy, lightweight concealer and apply it sparingly. I focus on areas like the inner corners of my eyes and around my nose where shadows tend to appear. Use a small brush or your ring finger to gently blend it in. You want to brighten, not cake on product. For under the eyes, avoid using thick, matte concealers because they can settle into lines and look heavy. Instead, go for a radiant finish that reflects light and gives the illusion of smoothness. Another trick I love is using a peach-toned corrector before concealer if you have dark circles. It neutralizes the blue tones and allows you to use less concealer overall. This layered approach creates a flawless, natural effect that doesn't draw attention to any texture. When blending concealer, always use a light tapping motion rather than dragging the product. This prevents it from settling into creases and keeps it looking seamless. I also recommend setting it lightly with a finely milled powder, just enough to lock it in place without creating a dry, cakey look. This small step ensures your concealer stays put all day while maintaining that soft, natural glow. Setting your makeup can be tricky when you're dealing with fine lines, but here's my approach. Set strategically, not everywhere. Use a finely milled translucent powder to mattify areas prone to shine, like the T-zone. Avoid powdering areas with wrinkles, as it can emphasize texture. A light dusting with a fluffy brush is all you need. Think of it as locking in your makeup without sacrificing that natural glow. Adding a touch of glow can make all the difference for mature skin. Instead of powder highlighters, opt for cream or liquid formulas. They blend better and look more natural. Dab it gently on the tops of your cheekbones, the bridge of your nose, and your Cupid's bow. Avoid shimmery or glittery products. They can settle into lines and emphasize texture. A soft, radiant glow enhances your features without looking overdone. For the eyes, simplicity is your best friend. Stick to matte or satin finish eyeshadows in neutral tones, as they are more forgiving on mature lids. Apply a mid-tone shade to define the crease, and use a lighter shade to brighten the lid. Tightline your upper lash line with a dark pencil to create a subtle definition. It's a trick I swear by for making the eyes pop. And don't skip curling your lashes before mascara for an instant lifting effect. Here's a quick question for you. What's your biggest struggle with makeup as your skin changes? I'd love to know. Share your experience in the comments below. I always learn so much from you all, and it helps me tailor these videos to your needs. Now for the lips. Always start with a good balm to hydrate. Then, opt for creamy lipsticks or tinted balms in flattering shades like pinks or corals. These add a fresh, youthful vibe and won't settle into lines like matte formulas do. Use a lip liner to define your shape and prevent feathering, but keep it soft with no harsh outlines. This simple routine keeps your lips looking full and natural. Blush is another area where placement is everything. Use a cream blush for a dewy finish that blends seamlessly into the skin. Apply it higher on the cheeks to create a lifted effect, blending outward toward your temples. Choose soft shades like peach or pink that mimic a natural flush. This technique brightens your face and ties the entire look together. Now, here's the little-known product you've been waiting for. My go-to product to hide wrinkles is eye cream. This has completely changed the way my makeup sits on my skin. I use it as part of my skincare routine, patting a tiny amount around my eyes before moisturizer and sunscreen. Not only does it hydrate and plump the skin, but it also creates a smooth surface that prevents makeup from settling into fine lines. Trust me, it's a game changer for a flawless finish. One thing I love about eye cream is its versatility. It works well under makeup, but also does wonders when worn alone for no makeup days. I've noticed that using it consistently has made my eye area look brighter and less tired over time. It's the kind of product that doesn't just give instant results, but also improves your skin in the long run. If you've been skipping this step, I highly recommend adding it to your routine. And if you want to know where I found my favorite eye cream for mature skin, I've shared the details in the description box below. Give it a try, you won't regret it. If you enjoyed this video, you'll definitely love this next one where I share tips on how to wear jewelry to look refined. Trust me, it ties perfectly with today's topic of enhancing your natural beauty. Don't miss it.